What's up, boys? MKTV here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we do have a Newcastle United career mode inside FIFA 23. It is going to be a rebuild as well, so if you do enjoy, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's hop straight into it. So what we need to do inside this career mode is first of all get rid of all the players that are gone from Newcastle United from the 23-24 season. Get in the players like Sandro Tonali, for instance, who have joined, and basically redo the club so it is fully set and the actual players who play for the club are there now. I'm going to go straight into buying the players and selling the players. I can do this off camera so it doesn't waste too much time. And then when I have done that, come back, show you the team and see what we do think. Right, lads, so we've got rid of all the players that we do need to get rid of. Chris Wood, Alan Saint-Maximin. We've brought in the likes of Lewis Hall. Now, he is not fully confirmed in real life, but it is a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. So we're hoping that goes through. Livermento, Mintez, well, hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. Harvey Barnes, Sandro Tonali, and that is absolutely it for the moment. We haven't sold everyone yet as well. I do believe there's one or two players that do need to be loaned out or sold or whatever, but that is how things are looking. Let's take a look at the team. So this is how the team is looking before the Premier League season starts, and that's all the players' things. I'm going to put some development plans on players, things like that, to hopefully get them to grow more and more. But the team is looking decent. It should definitely be up there for, you know, where Newcastle finished in real life in 4th place. So yeah, I'll be hoping around there for the coming season. So objectives for season 1, we're going to be hoping to finish top 4 with Newcastle United and hopefully get to the semi-finals of a tournament, whether that be, you know, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, whatever the case may be. Semi-finals of one of them, hopefully, and then obviously finish in the top 4. If we can get that, I'll be very, very happy with the first season. But obviously, let's see how things go. We'll see you then at the end of the season. Let's go. Right, boys, we're just going to do a little checkup as well. It is January, the 1st of January. Let's take a look at how our objectives are faring out. So straight back into it. Carabao Cup semi-finals. Right, boys, we've already completed task 1, which is semi-finals of any tournament. So that is very, very nice. FA Cup, how are we doing in that, or are we still in it? We are round 3. And Premier League, where are we sitting in that? 8th. It doesn't look like we will get top 4, but you know what? As long as we get, say, European football, I will be definitely happy. But yeah, I suppose we are doing okay. 32 points. It isn't the worst, but hopefully maybe a late charge and potentially push for top 4. But that's how things are looking. Let's move to the end of the season and see how things finish. So, boys, it is the end of season 1, and let's take a look at how we did in all our competitions. Did we conquer our goals? And let's have a quick look. Right, standings in the Premier League. I do see 6th for us. You know what? Considering we were, I think it was 9th in January, that is not the worst. We're 5 points off 4th. So 5 points is all we need to improve for next season, hopefully, to get into that stage. And that's very, very decent. We do take that European football at the very least. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, to be fair. FA Cup, let's take a look and see how we did in that. So we didn't get to the final. Watford and Wolves in the final. How far did we get in that? So round 6, we lost to Crystal Palace. So we got to the quarterfinals of that. It is not the worst, considering I know we got to the semi-finals in this. Oh, we lost in the final. That's very unlucky. But that is objective number 1 complete. We did get to the semi-finals and bettered that. So we got to the final of the cup. It is a little bit of a shame we didn't get that. And we weren't in any other European competition. But boys, that for season 1 is not the worst. It is definitely something to build on. I'm just going to go quickly and check player growth, and then we'll run straight into season 2. So for season 1, Nick Pope didn't grow any ratings, which is fair enough. We have him there. Matt Target grew 1 rating, played 40 games as well. That's pretty amazing. Fabian Schär up to an 82 as well. Very, very nice for him. Sven Botman, shout out him. What a baller. Up to an 86 rated now as well. Dan Burn played very little games. Kieran Trippier up to an 85. Probably a star player for us again this season. Livermento did play a decent amount of games, up to 77 rated now, which is very nice. Tonali up to an 85, played 48 games, is crazy. Harvey Barnes up to an 83 now as well, very, very nice for him. Longstaff up to an 80, and also Willock up to 80, very nice for squad depth. Joelinton is having a brilliant season there, up to an 83 now. Bruno Guimaraes up to an 87, what a player he has been as well. I think this is some youth player I had to sign, 77 rated Hunter, very nice there. Anthony Gordon up to an 78 plus 4. 9 goals, 3 assists for him. Very nice season. And Almiron up to an 82, which is very, very nice. 17 goals for him too. Wilson played very little games. 2 goals in 8 games. but the standout for the season, I'd imagine, Alexander Isak, 84 rated, and scored 35 goals in the season. That is phenomenal stuff. That's how the end of season 2 did fare out. So the finals of the Carabao Cup, quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and 6th in the Premier League. We do have European football to look forward to in season 2. Let's get straight into season 2. So boys, at the start of season 2, there are some players and some positions I do want to upgrade. Starting with left back, we are going to be looking at Kieran Tierney or potentially Mark Cucurella. Now, one of the two, Cucurella can play as a centre-back as well, which could be good for us. And Tierney does have an injury-prone trade as well, which he is always injured in real life, which is very unlucky. But it is something we have to keep in mind if we are going to buy a player. I do think Kieran Tierney could come to Newcastle and potentially in real life. But I do think as well Mark Cucurella, there has been links, so they are realistic transfers. Cucurella as well with Chilwell, I just don't see him getting much game time this season. So we're probably going to go and start ahead with Mark Cucurella, see how that goes, and hopefully buy him. Then I was looking at Nicolo Barella. He's playing for Liverpool in the game, but I think he could be a really good addition to the midfield, potentially take over for Joelinton, and maybe, keep Joelinton as, with European football this season. We need more and more players. So we're going to go for Mark Cucurella and Nicolo Barella and see can we get them transfers over the line. There may be another transfer or two that I try and complete, and I will talk to you about that in just a second. So, boys, looking at the squad depth and stuff as well, I do think we need a substitute keeper to potentially, challenge Nick Pope. And over the coming years and stuff as well, Nick Pope is getting on a little bit. Dean Henderson looks like he potentially wants to leave United. I think it makes a lot of sense. So we're going to go in and try and get him, and potentially might just break into the season, next season. The next player we're going to be looking at is a right winger. Almiron is getting on a little bit as well, and it just makes sense if we do go and replace that. So sticking with the theme of Italian, there's a lot of Italian players at Newcastle with Barella now at the moment, but Tonali in real life, obviously. So maybe it makes sense Domenico Berardi comes in. I know he's a little bit older, but my other option is going to be Leon Bailey. Now, Leon Bailey playing for Aston Villa in real life, he's probably settled enough. So I think Berardi makes the most sense personally. We're going to go in for Berardi, see can we get him, and then Dean Henderson as well. Also, I'll show you the other transfers that have been done already. Well, let's get into that. So, boys, with transfers we've bought Berardi, we've bought Dean Henderson for the bench for now. We've bought Mark Cucurella, and we've also bought Berardi. So 4 marquee signings this season. To try and improve the squad and set out objectives for the season is what we need to do next to go ahead and complete them. But the midfield is looking nice. I'm liking the look of the team. We got to get straight into some games. Man United first in the league. What we're hoping for this season. So we want top 4 in the Premier League as objective number 1. Champions League football is a must this season. With that team, we have to be able to do it. Second of all, I do want to try and win a trophy. So whether that be the Premier League and we just get that, that's absolutely fine. Whether that be the European trophy we're in, that would be nice as well. Or an FA Cup of some sort. So want to win a trophy and finish top 4 is the main objectives for this season. It would obviously be nice to grow the team, grow maybe to someone to a 90 rated player. We'll see how that goes. But they're the main 2 objectives going into the season. So let me know your thoughts down below on the team. What do you think of it? I'm really happy with it. Maybe Fabian Schär is the next upgrade for next season. We'll see how that goes. But let's get straight into things for season 2. Let's go. Right, boys. So January is upon us. Let's take a look at how things are getting on for Newcastle this season. So yeah, round 3 in the FA Cup, still going strong in there, which is nice. Carabao Cup, we have been knocked out somewhere along the line, and it was to Liverpool in round 4. So yeah, not ideal there. Round of 32 exit for us there. Are we in the Are we even in European? We finished 6th, surely. Conference League, right? I don't know how we haven't got European football, boys. I swear we finished top 6 last season. 6th. I don't understand that. Let me know in the comments if that's right or wrong. I don't know how that isn't right. And Premier League, how are we sitting in that? 7th. It's not ideal, It is not too great. To be fair, we are literally we're 1 point off 4th place, so that's not terrible. But I thought we were in European football. At the very least. Like Europa League. Who's in that from the Premier League then? I don't get that. So Chelsea and Wolves. But Wolves finished below us. I don't get that. Right, boys, I'm not sure about that. We finished 6th and we didn't get European football. which doesn't really make much sense to me, but hey, it is what it is. Right, moving on to the end of the season, we'll see how we get on then, and do we complete any of our goals? That is the question. The end of the season is here, lads, and let's get in to see how we did get on. How we did get on in the Premier League, in all our competitions. Let's get into things. Newcastle finished third. Top 4 finish for us is officially done. We finished in third place, above Manchester United, City and Spurs. Spurs win the league again. How on earth are Spurs in career mode winning the league? I actually don't get it. But there we go. We did finish third with Newcastle, which is massive stuff for us. Let's see, did we win a trophy though? Well, we lost in round 6. We lost in the quarterfinals to Leicester, who then went on to win the league. Or not the league, the FA Cup. Carabao Cup, please. Southampton won that. Not very good there at all. For some reason, we're not in European competition, which I thought we were. I don't know how we're not. We have to be for next season in the Champions League anyways. But yes, boys, we did finish third, so it's not a fully successful season. I would say it is a success because we've gone ahead and won, finished third, and we're in Champions League football next season. But it's just a little bit annoying, the fact we aren't, in for, we didn't get a piece of silverware this season, which isn't ideal. But for third place, we're going to push on next season in the third season to try and get our hands on a trophy, no matter what it is. And maybe move on to, get some looks at the squad, see who we can improve, where we can improve. Let's take a look at the squad hub after Season 2. So, boys, after Season 2, this is how the squad is looking. Nick Pope at 84 rated, grew 1 as well, which is nice. Dean Henderson, 81 rated now as well. Yeah, he still has time definitely to improve. Matt Target, Kukurea with a +4. Very good season for him. And a nice left-back option for us as well. Sven Botman up to an 88. This guy's unreal in career mode. Really, really happy with him. Which, it's great to see. This is my one issue. Fabian Schär, 82 rated. He's kind of at a standstill now. And I do think we need to move him on for next season. And not even so much move him on, but have him as a bench option and potentially get another defender in to play alongside Botman. But for now, he did the job there for that season. Livermento up to 79 now as well. 31 games played for him, which is nice. But we do potentially need to get in a right-back option, just because Kieran Trippier is nearly 34 years old. He's gone down by 2 this season. Still had a good season, but I just think we might need to depreciate his game time as well. Tonali up to an 87 now as well. Fantastic season for him. Harvey Barnes up to an 85, banging them in as well. His 1 goal and 1 assist. That's a little bit disappointing. Bruno Guimaraes up to an 88. He's phenomenal in career mode as well. Elliot Anderson is on a loan currently, up to 74 now. So still some time for him to improve. Joelinton up to an 84. Fantastic season for him. Same with Nicola Barella, 88 rated for him. Willock and Longstaff, very good bench options at 81 rated if anyone gets injured. Anthony Gordon up to an 81 now as well. He played a lot of games this season. Our new signing Berardi barely played at all, so we may need to look at letting him off as Almiron went up by 2 again and keeps playing. So, yeah, may need to get rid of Berardi, but we'll see how things go with that. And Isak up to an 87 rated card. He's phenomenal, this guy. And yeah, 22 goals, 5 assists. That's how things look at the end of Season 2. Let's go for Season 1, or Season 3, and see how things progress from there. Can we win anything? Let's get straight into it. So, boys, the start of Season 3 is here, and we're going to be looking at some big upgrades in the team, potentially. In real life as well, I don't think I've ever seen links to, from this player. We're saying it's 2 seasons down the line. Alessandro Bastoni plays for Inter Milan in real life. Another Italian player, so you're going to be like, how has he got another Italian player? But we're going to keep with that team for now. Looking at him in career mode, 87 rated, looks very, very good. And again, another Italian player into the squad. Also, potentially looking at Jadon Sancho. If you think it doesn't work out in Manchester United for him, he could potentially on the move in a year or two's time. There was even links to him for leaving this summer. But hey, we'll see how it goes with that. So yeah, I'm thinking this Alessandro Bastoni. It hasn't really worked out for Berardi, the other Italian player we did sign for the wing position. So Jadon Sancho could be the one. 24 years old still as well. It could really, really be the time for him. And yeah, Bastoni as well. Will be expensive to try and sign them both, but we're going to go in for both of them, see how things go, and have a look at the team after that. So, boys, getting into Season 3, this is how the team does look to start the season. I really, really want a player to get to 90 rated for us. That would be a big, big dub. Apart from that, for the season, the objectives are going to be finishing the top 4 in the Premier League. Don't really expect to fully win the league at all, maybe in 5 years or something, but I don't really expect to win the league with Newcastle. Potentially, it would be a lovely thing to do. but I just don't really see it. Win a trophy is the main objective in this season, whether that be the Champions League, whether it be an FA Cup, a Carabao Cup. Win a trophy and top 4, and get to the semi-finals of at least one. So say we win a trophy and get to the semi-finals of another one. That would be a big dub, and obviously finish top 4. So they're the 3 main objectives. I do as well want a player to get to 90 rated. Apart from that, really like the look of the squad. And it is really, really fun to do these videos. So if you do want to see another squad again next time, let me know the team you want to see. Let's get into the team and get into the season 3. See can we hit those objectives. Let's go. So boys, January is upon us for the 3rd and final season. Let's take a look at how things are going. And we are 3rd in the Premier League. So we're on track for our top 4 finish, definitely. 3 points off the top of the Premier League for Arsenal. And yeah, very, very nice there. We do take that most definitely. FA Cup, how are we chilling in that? So we're still in that round 3. That's perfect. Carabao Cup, how are we doing in that? So we lost in the quarterfinals to United. So not ideal there, but it isn't the worst. We're only out of 1 competition. And we're still in the Champions League. Finished top of our group there. Against Benfica, Victoria Pleasant, and Latium. So we're playing Villarreal in the round of 16 in the Champions League. So we're doing very, very decent here. I'm not gonna lie. We do definitely take that. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with that, boys. We're doing well. We're 3rd in the Premier League, and we're still in the Champions League. Let's see. Fast forward to the end of the season, see how we do. But it would be massive if we could potentially get that top 4 and hopefully win a trophy. Really, really would like that. Let's go to the end of the season. I can't even believe this, boys. We have been fired as the manager of Newcastle, which is not ideal, to be quite honest. But we'll have a look and see how they got on. This is something I did not want to see in this manager career mode. But yeah, Eddie Howe has been fired as manager. We're just going to take a random one for the second. Yeah, we're just going to sign Blackburn Rovers manager. Fantastic. We do just have to see how they did get on at the end of the season. Player growth and stuff as well will be a bit difficult to see. Yeah, this is not ideal, really, is it? We'll just have a look and see how they did get on in the league. Blackburn finished last, so that's quite unreal. Let's see, did Newcastle get top 4? So they did. We did finish 4th, which isn't the worst, to be fair. 6 points off Chelsea. And yeah, I'm pretty, I wouldn't say happy with that, but it is what it is. In the FA Cup, how did they get on there? Out early, round of 4 replay to Man City. So that's not ideal. Carabao Cup, nothing there either. Lost in the quarterfinals to Manchester United. And the Champions League, how has that gone on? We did lose in the quarterfinals to Barcelona. Right, so that's not brilliant. We didn't win any trophy this season. And we did get fired at the very end of the season. But Champions League football for the following season, it is a little bit disappointing we didn't win a trophy. It really, really is. But I am just going to quickly look at player ratings and see how they got on. So it's a bit scuffed, but we can see here. Nick Pope up to an 85 rated now as well. Dean Henderson up to an 82. Callum Wilson way down. Isak up to an 89, which is class. Almiron 85. Sancho up to an 86. Anthony Gordon up to an 81. Harvey Barnes to an 85. Joelinton to an 85 as well, which is lovely. Barella up to an 89. Bruno Guimaraes to an 89. Did any player get to an 90 rated? That's what I want to see. Sandro Tonali to an 88. Kieran Trippier down to an 81 towards the end of his career now. Calabria 84. Who else do we have a look at? Mark Cucurella up to an 87. He was fantastic for us this career mode. Bastoni stayed in an 87, which is a little bit disappointing. Botman to an 89. So that was the closest we did get to to the 90 rated player, which is a little bit disappointing again. But hey, it is not the worst attempt in the world. Boys, if you do want to see another one of these career modes, do let me know down below who you want to see next. I had really, really good fun recording this Newcastle one. If you have enjoyed, smash that thumbs up button. It helps out massively. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't watched the Chelsea rebuild of this as well. Go ahead and watch that. Massive thank you. Drop who you want to see next in the comment section down below. And I'll catch you boys next time with the next one. Peace.